are red, we are red.
I'll be right, I'm going to keep doing it. This isn't the last time I'm going to come roll racing. I'll put a full cage in it. That's alright, I'll talk to Stuart, put a full cage in the car. It's fine.
Good mate, good. Something.
Just a bit of a chat. Everything that happened on the weekend with the incident in the car, and Mrs. was pretty upset after nearly getting taken out and that. So I guess she's pretty keen on me putting a roll cage or something in the car to make it a bit safer. She's not really keen on me keeping on doing events unless, you know, there's some other safety in the car.
We've been thinking about it over the weekend as well, and I think to like the speed these cars getting to, like, it's crazy, and to think how close that actually was. And the hardest thing, it wasn't really anything that you did wrong, but I guess we were trying to account for everything that happens. I think a cage idea is fantastic. I think that's definitely got to be something we look at. The only thing with that car is if we do that, like, we're sort of heading down the path where it becomes like, you know, such a nice street. It has like street etiquette. It's built, you know, it's built right to have like a bit of both. Where it's just, you're just going to, like, to me, you're wrecking a very nice car that already has a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you can cruise it on the highway. It's got, you know, it's loud, it's quiet, whichever way you want to have the car. If we do that car, it's just going to be, yeah, you're sort of taking away from what that car was built for. Like, I guess it's such a nice car the way it is. Like the piece of the puzzle in that car are there. Like, I don't think we need to, like, I don't want to chop that car up or put a cage in that car or do anything to it. But obviously it's another whole conversation about building another car. But my first reaction would be like, hey, let's build a car that's suited for roll racing, or let's build a car that's more suited to what we want to do. That car, obviously, it's an all-rounder, but I think once you start going down the roll racing, like an actual car that can be competitive, you need to have a fair bit more chassis in it, or a fair bit more cage work in it than I think just like a 6-point in that thing. So we've got a few limitations of this current setup. Like, it's, you know, we're still a cast block, we're still a smallish turbo, still an 80mm turbo. You know, to change a few things out that we need to make more power, to make, you know, more power easier, I guess you could say. You're changing block, turbo, you know, more injectors. Like, there's so many more things we're adding to this combo that it could make more sense to go another chassis or another shell, you know, build another car, where that car is the way it is and it's all there. But, you know, if you're looking at transmissions, engine, turbo, like, we're looking at a brand new car again. So to put a cage in that car, you're stripping it out, you put a cage in it, like, you know, if we could have, one of the things I've been thinking about on the weekend is that I've got a shell, I've got another chassis that we could work with. It's not great, but it's a project that I want to do and want to do for a long time. But obviously, it takes a special person to go along to do it with. And I think this could be a car. I'll put some photos here, and it'd be the perfect base to chop up and do what we want to do. I think when the time you start stripping stuff out of the car, make it lighter. Like, we want to make the car very light. Like, that'd be the idea. Is if we start building a car from scratch, that, to me, weight's everything. Like, if we can strip the weight out of the car, like, and strip it down as much as we can, then I think it'd be something special.
Yeah, well, like I got it, because last time we talked about popping a bigger turbo, and that ended up being being new manifolds, new inlet manifold, new exhaust manifold. And by the time we spoke about it, it was nearly rebuilding the whole car. So I guess like, if we're going to cage it and strip the interior out of the car as well, then we're going into the body of the car too. Well, you talk race car stuff, cars and stuff like that. See, I talk about Japanese and stuff. I really like it. See, a dream for me on the other side is what I always wanted to do with the car, like the original car was to garage active kit, and to try and do something that was going to be, you know, different-ish and still race the car. And I guess I never wanted to cut that colour up because it was a beautiful shell, you know what I mean? And it's like to go and cut the quarters out of it and to go and cut it up.
This is the car.
Heartbreaker.
I've got the car for it. This is it.
I guess
Lightweight.
my dream is if you do like the race, like if you organise the firework and that, what I want to do is I'd like to build the carbon fibre, like the first SEMA car that Sakamoto ever dropped at SEMA.
Yeah.
First carbon one he did, dry carbon one. I want to do a replica of that car. That's my dream.
Well, let's put a chassis in it. Let's put a chassis in that suits. Like that's perfect. We build a race car and then cover it with some carbon fibre. Lightweight.
We can save weight out
Lightweight.
of it too. Like that's if we can pull weight out of it, and then we can go, you know, the bigger billet engine, the bigger turbo, and we're going to really
Lightweight.
the car apart anyway to get a cage and a bigger motor in it.
We might as well.
I guess by the time you started, we only really need another computer and another gearbox, and really we're at the same point of
That's
anyway.
keeping it. Yeah, like for me, keeping it very GTR is the goal. Like everything could still bolt in. It'd still be a factory GTR in essential. It's just removing all the shit parts of the GTR, which is some of the chassis work, some of the floor work, some of the bits and pieces, like strengthening the chassis up, making it stronger. And putting bars where you need it, not extra bars, but still factory subframes. Like you can bolt factory suspension in, you can bolt factory subframes in, you can bolt all the stuff in that's still OEM. It'd be like that, lightweight, billet, turbo, mate. That's it. That's it.
For fast cars, but I need cars to look like cars still. Like they're still
Oh,
like
yeah.
the original make car. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to end up with a car and it's got something inside or
Nah.
that, it's not a GTR anymore. Like fashion's a GTR.
Big thing. We've got to keep everything OEM GTR as such. So as much as we can keep in there, like firewall, tunnel, all that sort of thing. We've got to modify some things to make it easier. Yeah, and so be it. But a lot of stuff like that to me needs to be kept. If we can keep, even the fuel tank scenario, the lightweight plastic tank. So why not? Stuff like that we can keep and just keep it really OEM plus, or safety wise, like everything that can be taken care of that we need to make the car fast and safe. Like pulling weight out of it, it's a big thing, and doing a garage active carbon kit, wow, like honestly, wow. Like that to me is.
Yeah, and the other thing is a car's got to stay manual too. That's
Yeah. Well, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this one. It wouldn't be too bad. So, we'll talk about putting the turbo 400. We'll convince you of that. So.
I'm pretty keen. I already had the when we first talked about changing the block and the turbo and everything, and it was like fun. I had to cut up everything, was spoke in and redo all this blocking and that.
It's immaculate. The car is perfect for a street car / attending some roll racing car. Like we won with the car. The car's competitive. It's good enough to do everything it needs to do. It's just for that next level. I don't think it's not worth chopping that car up and undoing the work that's in that car already. I think that's, to me, if you go and build that car twice, why don't you build another car? And I've got a shelf, so like it makes. We're not going out and purchasing a complete car that we're going to chop up anyway. So it sort of works out both ways.
No, I agree with you, man. Watching some blokes build the same car 3 or 4 times is crazy to me. When you could end up with another car, I'm all for it. I'm keen.
We can build a brand new 32 GT-R, like a brand new one. We can put all the nice parts in it. We can make it light. We can purpose build it to what we want. It can street drive. It can drag race. It can roll race.
We can build the dream, we can do the garage active kit, man, is where my heart's been for the last 3 or 4 years, is to somehow get that kit on a car. Like that's
we'll put a chassis in it, mate, and I reckon it'll be unreal. I've got to chat to the boys at the local guys in Toowoomba Impress. I'll see what they're up to, and I think if we can get them on board, mate, we can sort of start putting some pens and paper and trying to figure out where we're at and how it works and what the logistics look like and timelines and stuff like that. We can go from there, but I think it's something worth doing.
I'll reach out to Amp as well, because he's Garage Active Australia, and I'll ask Amp if he can work out getting us a kit.
Yeah.
I'll about getting a kit on the car, and
yep.
Yeah, I can give stars along with Impress, and if Amp can help us with the kit, he can help sort us out that way.
Yep. Yeah, like it's fair bit behind us, fair bit of the moving parts, but that's lightweight race car, big power. Auto, where do we go wrong? 100%. This would dead set be perfect. This is, mate, garage active, looks like a GTR, is a GTR, built better, how it should be, chassis strengthening, fast, lightweight, billet everything. What else?
Yeah. Yeah, look, and then have the other car just engineered as a street.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
On
Go.
the road and turn up to a pants and cruise. I like that idea, and the other car can be more dedicated to the track. And
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, I'll live with you, and we'll go from there, and I'll give you a buzz, and we can sort things out and get it moving.
Oh, awesome.
Oh.
Let me know.
I'll talk to you soon. See you, mate. We call it a baby build. How silly is that? It's a baby build. One of the fastest street cars there is, and it's a baby car.
Only makes 1,300 horsepower.
Yeah, 1,000 kilowatts.
What this one feels like compared to that one.
We were saying that this morning too. Like, if it's, yeah.
I think it's going to be the weight. Like the weight and that turbo ramping in is going to feel like being hit by a shed. Like, imagine.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Oh, I wouldn't say like this. I'm in for all day. These, see this? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the way that the subframe
Yeah.
bolts.
And see up here?
That's so
You don't, like, no one will ever even know. So that shit to me is like, and all this time, like there should be little back, these.
It's so neat you can barely tell it's
Right.
done.
Right. Then like to this, you know what I'm talking about this? Yeah. The curvature. See like that.
What's this going to bolt to?
Nothing. You can put caps in there. So cap that out. Just so it's just like because how else are you going to attach this to this unless you put nuts so it's in here? So,
So then you screw into here to protect shit going in there, and you just remember.
yeah. So like we put our orbs in here, so we put the orbs in there, so little cap tides. Fucking
So
cool.
neat.
Yeah. Like that was that's killer. And then let's say there obviously bolts down through the top. And these are all the exact same as what we had in Goku 2, 32. So we had the geometry then is the exact same as that car. So if we ever wanted to go to a factory 32, we just take those out and bolts back up. So everything's exactly like that. Which is little shit like that, like when Daniel's doing the little bits like that is just a killer. Like those little details are fucking baller
You
as.
can run a factory subframe and everything and still
That
have a real
to me that's then like see these? These are sick. Takes a Rio,
Oh yeah.
so both sides. Like-
Oh, it gets it all factory fitment.
Factory fitment, but just a bit of reinforcement though. Because obviously it's going to be like the front, we're going to swing off the intercooler, everything else. And this, two little button heads pull out, whole front comes off, so you can pull the engine straight out. Yeah. The boys have crushed it. Like it's just like this, literally you can 8 bolts, and this whole front comes off. So then if we need it, if like, obviously you have like gardening, but you can just detach everything from here, come off, done. Literally quick connects everywhere, so just quick connect off, and that like from here forward is gone, we can work on the car. Which is just like, yeah, even like like just having these like actually run the same shape and everything.
Yeah.
You don't have to, you can just go from here to here, but those little details to me are like, when it's painted and you see this, it'd be phenomenal.
Factory guards and guardrails.
Yeah. That's what I do. I do what you do. Honestly, I'm just like, I just look at it and go, and you keep looking at every detail. It's
I
sick.
just love the way he's done it, and it actually just it ties into a point.
This is so like so hard. Everything has a purpose, which is the best part. You know what I mean? Like nothing doesn't have a purpose. Heaps of room for
But
everything.
connecting from literally the front of the car through the rails, through to the back into the rear subframe.
Wait, did you see the mid plate between the gearbox and the engine as well, and like all that sort of like goosebump worthy.
I didn't think you did a mid plate.
Yeah, so we now the sandwich plate. We're going to run a mid plate instead, which ties into the rails,
Oh, yeah.
so we can pull the engine out, leave the box in there. Fucking killer, killer. Yeah. Wait, do you see it? Because like we'll decide something whether not or not, but that mid plate will tie in really nicely to the chassis rails, like really nicely. And you'll barely, like it's, for drag racing, for everything, it just gives that bit more stability in the middle, which it'd be a sick thing.
That's sick.
Sick.
Pull the engine out and leave the box.
Leave it all there, yeah. So, it's off its lid, mate. Like again, factory subframe.
Glad to say on camera that this is the way should have been built.
Well, we think so. This is our version of it. I think so. And like even the way we finished the dash,
It's actually a GT-R.
100%. This will have an 8.8 diff in it.
Yeah. Still have an 8.8 diff, factory subframes.
Factory everything, factory suspension arms, factory light.
Which
And-
is stuff that you can buy from PRP and bolt into any single car that
Any
you
part
want.
of it. If we had
that car, you said put everything from that car into this car, we can.
Yeah.
It's just the thing was obviously made it safe to go fast, and then we just made it stronger so the thing actually take off the way we want it to. Versus
Fab work and the bar work in the roof is
phenomenal.
intense, man.
Phenomenal. It's honestly fucking
Crazy.
It's next level. So see this? Is that filled in? I was like, can you please fill that piece in for me?
Yeah.
We'd never need, if we both weren't done, no problem.
Yeah,
But now that's done, you like even that, tying that in, like all this, even the factory, yeah, which is cool as shit. And that gives it, actually, I said that yesterday, it gives it all the boot now, is free space for us to put whatever we need to.
Yeah.
Battery, steering pump, subwoofer. So the only chassis work at the back to do is that we're going to link the chassis rail bars to the subframe to stiffen it up.
And the subwoofer box.
And a subwoofer box.
Yeah.
We're going to put the 24 race subframe bushes in first. So before we tie the chassis in, we're going to put those in so then that's the final position. So that's it.
Mint, man. How does the bar work for the parachute frame tie into the chassis work in the front?
Doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to.
Doesn't
Just
need
got
to.
the strut bar and then
Yeah.
the roll cage comes
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So it's like this. So that bar is like is everything else. So that tying that like from there to there, and that's the thing we got. Trying to keep as little as possible back here was like the goal. Because then if we need to put weights anywhere we can, and we can whatever we need to do from there.
We want to put weight in the front.
Probably everywhere. And that's like off the front end, like the bars we've got there, just tabs off that and put little weights on. So we can put 20, 30, 40 kilo weights on it where we need to. Like just lead weights, just like little 2 blocks to bolt to the chassis.
Yeah.
And that's why the front rails are so staunch, because if we hadn't done any of that, we can add all that weight. It's just fucking, that's all Danny's like, that's all Danny.
It's sick though, like you can put nitrous and oil.
Literally, battery, nitrous, power steering pump.
But having the factory fuel tank.
And the best thing, the best thing is about all that shit, anything that's fluid based that can sit back here, can sit back here. So if anything does go wrong back here, it's not in front of your wheels, it's nowhere near the front. The only thing at the front will be, the only thing realistically will be the dry sump tank and the fuel tank. A surge tank, that's it.
Surge tank, yeah.
That's it. But everything else can be run, which is very low risk of oil, it's a dry sump, so it's very low risk of that happening. All the puke tank and everything back here, everything, all the breather tank, everything. It's fucking killer, eh? Like it's
unbelievable, man.
Like it's
the quality of what
the front makes the rest of the car look so much better. Like having the front of the car, like you've seen the bar work and stuff before, but now it all makes sense. You know what I mean? Like that's to me is like
it didn't quite.
Nah, because you're like you're like, this is not a car, like, but now you like to see the front end on, you see all that, you're like, we pick all this up and all this, then you won't even see it. It's like, when I saw it, I was like, damn, like, that when you look at that by itself, you're like, what the fuck's that? But then
I just love compared to like other roll cages that you see, and they're normally just a one thing.
The gussets, like, wow.
Still looks like a car.
Wow. That's the thing. You cover it up. At the end of the day, like the bar work and it's all black, but the only real like standout thing will be the bars inside. Everything else, like you look through the back, there's nothing. You know what I mean? Like you could have put X brace and all that sort of shit, but like there's no point. Like I don't want that, because like then you look at it and go, yeah. Once the hood line's in and like the trim, so on the A pillars, when he trims that around, when you see that, everyone will, they won't even think it's a cage. The way he wants to do it, it's like, is when he told me, when he explained to me and ran through everything, I was like, sorry, you do that. Do that. It's fun. Oh yeah. Fuck.
Haven't seen anything like that anywhere else.
Fuck no. You know the best part is, where this is, it'd be like here.
Yeah.
75 mil in it, I think the front's. 40 mil and 75 at the back. Huge. 80 mil extra. 3 inches of wider than the factory car.
Wow. It's just how neat and like it still is a car. Like
You know, crazy. And so put a turbo on it, that big ass turbo sits under the bonnet. Everything sits under the bonnet. So you shut this car, have the door shut, windows up, you won't even know. It's just like full exhaust, a valve on it obviously. You won't even know until you're like, blah, 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 blah. Well, you might know. When people know the car and go, that's carbon fibre,
They might
carbon fibre.
Carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber.
Yeah. They might start seeing it, yeah.
But I just like the fact that it's factory strut towers, factory, like a lot of the car.
I think that makes it look
Big
more
time.
OEM, just having that factory file or factory strut towers.
It's fucking crazy. I just love the fact that it's still like, for anyone that knows these cars, like you look in the engine bay and it's still a proper engine.
Proper engine bay. That was honestly the big, like having this and like all.
Well, even the rad support. The rad support is still a
OEM.
OEM.
Look where the radiator is going to go. Drop straight in. Thanks for coming. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, fuck yeah.
that's a rad support. And like see like this, where they pick that up, is fucking just next level. Like just that, like you know what I mean? Like that little bracket.
Yeah.
Just to have that tie into the chassis, like honestly gives me goosebumps. Like when you like, it's just like it's one of those things. Is like
Because that's off the front bar.
yeah, off the front bar. So that probably makes sense now where like why that's there for.
Yeah.
Because obviously the old one has like all the factory chassis rail. We don't have that, so we had to make a bracket for it. And when he showed me that, I was like, perfect. Like
Yeah, fuck yeah. 100%. Just the way he's tied the whole thing together though.
and then, so we're going to put these here. But see, like that's our mid plate right there. So I said, wait till the mid plate goes. Yeah, so we said wait till the mid plate goes in, and we probably put a little bar to tie it all into, and weld it to. Then that way you have two little plates that just mate up to each other. Under those, pull the whole thing out.
Yeah.
It's fucking like.
I wouldn't plate it off though.
No, oh no, fuck no. I was hoping you were going to say that because like I want to leave it. I want to see because you know the spaces in that thing for the 32 for the 3.2 litre.
Yeah.
That's what they're for. So
shit.
it's just so we could have just made those heights the same, but then take those out. You could have 26 block back in there, OEM everything. So then it's exactly the way. It's like probably for this car we probably could have just made those longer, but that weight then also makes that ability to go. It's still a very OEM GT-R.
You can put a 2.6 litre back
Here, Marjan, put everything back in from a 32 GT-R. You can.
Yeah.
You can. Not missing anything. Which, even like, I found brand new door hinges and shit. Like, just all the, so, and like, we're picking up factory door hinges. Like, everything is just how it should be. Which I think's, again, that OEM plus scenario from the start, I think's been the fucking.
Man, it's crazy
Yeah.
to think that the power, like even having the engine mid plate, then tied into the chassis and everything.
Yeah. And then, like, this stops the chassis from twisting. Having to tying that bar then to here is just, it links from there to here, and it should be a single unit, which we'll definitely learn really quickly whether or not this subframe. And the thing is, the way it is, we've got so much ability to do whatever they want back here because it's still an OEM car. Because I think all this comes off from here.
Yeah, all of that comes off.
So because everything is welded to it, we can now have the strength. We put all these gussets, so it pretty much goes to here. So when you look in here, it just looks like flat the whole way around.
Yeah.
So you trim it in Alcantara, it'll look like a pillar. You wouldn't even know it's a cage. Other than this, like if you look up, obviously, but from here, like when you look from this way, you'll see this. That's it. That's it. Which is like, I think is fucking phenomenal. Like, and if you put like a nice piece of carbon over this, you know, like the Sydney composite stuff.
Interior light.
Yeah, fucking oath. Look at it. And here. I'm gonna have both.
Yeah.
That's it.
I can't believe it's at this point, but man,
Yeah.
fucking crazy. The way it's all tied together, though.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Literally, gearbox mount we're done. Engine's like sorted. That's the fixed position. It's 86.9, which your car's 86.9, Dion's is 86.9. So factory car, factory position.
What about meeting the rails into the?
From here to here.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that, but obviously it's got to be tied. That's got to be worked in. So we'll do the same thing. We'll extend this down and tile this through. So it's still from here to all factory. So then these points pick up, which where the seat delete sits over. And then this is the only tricky part here, whether or not we cut this out for the exhaust. Because the exhaust is going to go through here. So we'll have to cut that piece out. That's
5-inch exhaust.
5-inch dump to a 4-inch. Because the 5-inch doesn't sound like a lot different. It's the extra inch. It's huge. So the 5-inch dump will be off its lid. But so the mid plate's going to have a cutout for the 5-inch. So we'll go down through it, and then we'll be from here
from there, 4
here to 4-inch.
and then put the dump valve in there.
Right there, yeah. So then we'll dump straight out of that. No, we're going to try and do 2 exhausts, 2 mufflers. Try to, because 2 mufflers just gets rid of that drone. Like that's got 2. And like, you know, your crew just doesn't have that, wow, like, I can't have a drone. But that's where, so Danny will do all that stuff. Once we're done once like all this is done, then it's pretty much, it can go like, it nearly can come off the jig now, the front's on. That having, like literally this morning having that bolted on, it can come off. Which is, and we've got all the arms in the shop just to bolt in. We can bolt everything in, front and back. Which, you know, like literally, if Danny said, yeah, we're cool, right to go, I'll have that rolling this afternoon, which is just hectic to think that.
Awesome, like in the next 2 weeks,
Oh yeah,
to actually put most of it together and push it up on there and go, hey, this thing weighs, you know, 1,100 kilos. If he puts 200 kilos or 150 kilos of panels on it,
hectic. Like, I'll do the numbers the other day. If we're just 200 kilos lighter than that car, just 200, which is 500 pounds, and we have 500 more horsepower, 1,000 more horsepower available, but 500 more horsepower on a conservative run. Fuck me. Like, the numbers, we get the car to do everything it needs to do, launch, traction, everything else, the numbers are there.
Has Stu spoken to you about potentially LS swap? Like, it's not too late.
You're sicker.
why when you can make 2,500 horsepower but on these and it's lighter? Can't wait to see a shit tin of billet in this thing.
Well, you know it's crazy? So, billet.
Yeah,
Gearbox, tump, engine. Other than the head, well, you could nearly get it. Other than the head, we've got, it's everything.
Everything's billet and then billet diff and then just...
Yeah, literally. Well, it's alley, so it's billet.
It's billet.
Looks like billet. We can polish it and make it look like billet. The under picture of this car, oh my God.
Fuck it.
Like, yeah,
Flat.
Well, no, the same colour. I'm going to paint the whole thing the 732.
Black.
Black.
You know what I mean? The whole thing will be black.
Yeah, and just just insane. So and it'll have the same sparkle underneath as what the top does. Yeah, like,
Fuck yeah.
like that's, to me, like that's the shit when you, like, when people put a mirror under it and go, holy fucking Christ, like the bottom looks as good as the top, like.
You're sick to like put it up on the hoist with the mirrors and then you look underneath and it's literally just black.
And just all black. Oh. And then black, bit of billet, black, bit of billet. Oh.
Oh, we want to practice.
Yeah, we better go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, mate.
Look at the socks on him. Oh, it's off the bench. That's exciting. That's very exciting. Wowzers. Feel different off having off the bench? Been on the bench for a minute, eh? Fucking cool.
That could have fallen out, killed someone.
I'm so glad you're here to find that out.
Just thinking of where to tie
That in?
that into there or further towards.
I probably got like that, like straight would be
That's
better.
what I mean. Like, chop a bit of that off, flatten it.
Yep.
They normally go
The break usually goes there.
there to there to there, and
Yeah, it's there to there.
it's like a triangulated.
Do we try and
Well,
put
we
the
can
factory
still,
on back in?
still run that one, and this one will be we'll go with.
I
This,
think they do. You're just going to be removable.
like,
Well, I suppose we can make it.
we'd have to, wouldn't
You're
you?
gonna have to. So
Well, yeah, this one's going to have roll cage joint on there.
Yeah,
this
joint.
was probably going to be welded to that.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have two, you'd just have one here and undo that and then drop the whole frame out.
We probably could make it between like two joints.
What do you reckon?
You
There's
need
one
to be able to get it out.
Yeah. Do you reckon have one here and here, like the?
yeah, I'd go 1 HN for when you're trying to line it back.
I'll
up
give you a
there.
little bit more room, but
Yeah.
a little bit more misalignment when you're taking the subframe in and out. So.
Yeah.
Where are you running like?
Flat to there, and then when we leave this
Dump pipe
Yeah.
through the floor.
Like is this rail height?
No,
Yeah,
so
no.
This is the lowest point you go to,
Yeah.
bottom of this. So the exhaust will be higher than that.
Yeah, okay.
It'll go in between there, so this will have like a bubble.
See the mid play?
Yeah.
Probably makes sense, like when you see that. If you look at what's your face.
Good, glad to get it off the bench then.
Isn't the floor in this all
Glad to
fucking
get it off the bench.
harder?
I only just dropped
Movable?
it. It's like, fuck, I've done that
So
over.
that's like it's gonna go through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that's where the dump, like that way. So the floor we changed to tin for safety.
You're doing the floor on top of the bar work and
Yep.
floor under the
So
bar work?
there'll
Or?
be a false floor above the bar work up to the front of the seat,
Yep.
and then the underside will be all flat.
Yeah. So are we running
And he'll have the choice.
Are we
if he
running-
wants to run the centre like underneath? Or
The only thing
it'll be
the
Zeus
only thing I was thinking about doing the other day, well, when you were talking the other day, when we were talking about the other day, is by putting little bars through the bars inside to run like brake lines and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so the moral that I was trying to get at before everyone tried to guess what I was saying
Brake lines?
is: are we running the plumbing and everything
Under or
above
through?
or below all
Above.
of the bar work?
Yeah,
Above.
everything will be above the bar. Like under the floor,
So
the floor will be,
yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah,
so we
it'll be
yeah,
slightly above factory.
yeah, okay. So floor height's like up here something.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be floor height. So you'll be able to run wiring,
Plumbing.
Yeah, so everything will be, and then you're saying the bottom's all Zeused on, eh? So you said.
This will be welded on here.
Yep.
These panels will be Zeused in, and this underfloor here will be Zeused on.
That's the seat mount.
This is going to be where the seat sits on.
So up to here,
Yeah.
will be like Zeus in floor,
Yeah.
and then nothing else back here. So after the seat, there'll be nothing.
What's there? Just open.
Just open. Wait.
You won't see anything.
You reckon put a sheet? You reckon fill it in as well?
Why would you leave it open?
Just wait.
It's gonna be fucking filthy.
Yeah. Like, it'll be
It'll
shocking
just-
if you leave that open, man. It's going to have to be
just-
closed in. Just all the road.
Shit,
Yeah.
dust, fucking everything, air.
This will be sealed.
Yes, well you didn't say that. You said nothing.
Opened at the back.
Oh no!
Opened
Sorry. Yeah,
Said nothing.
Everything under this, all under here is all sealed.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
from-
you said-
yes.
Well, I
Yeah,
asked like three times. You're like nothing. Open.
So here, sealed the whole way to
Top side.
everything.
It'll be all sheet metal.
Everything's
underneath
sealed.
here.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then the top
So then-
side of this will be sealed, like it'll be sealed from the
So
top
floor
side.
height's like there.
Yeah.
So if we're bringing everything down, it's probably coming through
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sort of area.
Yeah, so you'll be
Because
able
fuel
to,
lines are all going to be on this
you'll
side.
be able to put fuel lines through here.
Through there.
Yeah. Bulkheads.
Yeah.
Fuel lines, wiring.
Probably the aircon stuff, but we can use it for all wiring though. Yeah, Sam.
The wiring will come through.
Wiring comes through the back of the tower.
Yeah, you need to go there. I'd probably, yeah. It can either come through here, which is most likely. So you can probably get rid of that.
Those 5.
Yeah, like,
Oh, okay. So yep. All those 5. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And yep.
Yeah.
You want about all the nicks, like all the
Yeah,
stuff
they're
on the
fucking
plywood?
useless anyway.
Yeah, get rid of all
Just
those.
all those not
Dicks
yeah.
and everything.
All those dicks can go.
Not that bent one, keep it.
Yeah. I just like the GT-R to be a GT-R. This is just a strengthening part. These are all strengthening exercises.
The firewall connector will come through here.
So do you do, what do you do? Do you run a,
It'll be an auto sport Deutsch connector.
yeah,
They just take the motor out with the harness.
yeah.
And then what? Like there are other pieces that come this way.
Well, my design has one of those on each side
Yep.
for the front guards, and then one there.
Yeah.
So if you ever damage any section of it, you only have to replace
That part. Yeah.